Jose Johnson taking on Felipe Bunes, the tallest UFC flyweight on the roster right here in Jose Johnson. 6 feet tall, taking on the 5'7" Felipe Bunes, who, 0-1 in the UFC, fought Josh Van as his UFC debut. I'm not really remembering, but I thought it was on short notice. Did really, really good in the LFA. Lost to Jussier Formigas, a former top 10 UFC flyweight right there. But again, he took a lot of damage in his last fight, which I believe was the first fight of 2024, back in January of that year. He's not very UFC caliber. I'll be straight up with you guys. Let's look at his record. 13 wins, 7 losses, 35 years old. I don't know why he's in the UFC. Straight up, I don't know. He was supposed to fight Zhalga Zhumagulov in the UFC on June 17, 2023. Then he fought Josh Van right there, and then he was supposed to fight against then he was supposed to fight Dennis Bonder on that card. Josh Van stepped in. Why is he in the UFC, though, is my question. He lost 3 in a row in 2019, 2020 to these guys right here. Won one fight, got submitted by Jussier Formiga, won a split decision, and then got one knockout win. Why is he in the UFC? I don't know. Jose Johnson, I believe, should be better on the feet. Should clearly be the better striker. He's been knocked out one time, but I believe that was a while ago. He's got 8 knockout wins of his own. A lot of them very, very early on into those fights. Let's look at when he's knocking out these guys. 3 minutes, 1 minute, unanimous decision wins, knockout wins in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. He's knocking out dudes really, really fast. Very tall, very lengthy, stand on the outside. He doesn't really want to wrestle and grapple. That's how he lost his last 2 fights. Damon Black, Shirasu. Felipe doesn't really have amazing wrestling and grappling. So, again, I don't know why he's in the UFC. I don't know why this is a fight that's happening, but I think Jose is clearly the better fighter. He's not bad on the ground. He didn't get finished by Asu Almabayev. And he's able to get up, and he's able to outstrike a lot of his opponents. And I think Josh Van was able to knock him out. Obviously, Jose is not as good as Josh Van, and it did take 2 rounds for Josh Van to knock him out. But I'm going to go Jose Johnson by knockout as well. I don't believe Felipe Bunes. I think if he survives, it's going to be a 30-26. I'll be straight up with you guys. It's either that. Another second round knockout, just like the Josh Van one. He's able to defend the takedowns, use his reach, and just easily outstrike and pick apart Felipe on the feet. Or Felipe is going to get knocked out. 30-26, domination on the feet for Jose Johnson, or a knockout win. Why is he in the UFC? He's 35, he's 0-1 in the UFC, and before that, he was on, 3-4 in his last 7 fights? Why is he in the UFC? I don't know. He's probably going to get cut after this one. Jose Johnson should win this one fairly easily, though. I got him. I'm going to go unanimous decision, but I can totally see a knockout here from Jose Johnson.